Hi, this is Water and Air 1111. Thank you for watching another video of mine. Thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, and supporting my channel and getting personal readings. You can find me at my website or at my Etsy shop for readings. Same day, just text readings. Email readings is through Etsy, and then I have video readings that I offer through my own personal website, so check that out if you're interested in either. Before we jump into this day's reading, I just want to highlight to again follow me on Instagram because I've been doing daily tarot card pulls there, just as another kind of freebie. And the last reading that I did for this channel was my pick a card from Friday, so check that out as like a December love forecast. But this video today is going to be focusing on kind of the energy of what's going on between you and your person of interest, your love interest, was probably a slight focus on the more masculine energy person, but we're also going to be looking at the more feminine energy person as well. So let's take a look and see what's going on. I'm going to just be using 3 decks today, my Romance Angels deck, my After Tarot deck, and my Radiant Rider Waite Tarot deck. So let's get started, see what's going on for this week. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the masculine energy as well as the feminine energy for this connection. What's going on? What's going to be happening for them this week, December 8th onwards. Okay, we're already getting cards. Okay, this card popped out twice, both times as I was talking about the more masculine energy person. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one. It says stay optimistic about your love life. And at the bottom it says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And we'll get another one for the more masculine energy person. And of course, to come out, okay, soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And we also got unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this going. And I'll bring this a bit further down. Now let's look at the feminine energy. Actually, yeah, let's look at the feminine energy for this week. 2 cards. Okay, and I'll just leave these turned over first, and then one more for the feminine energy person for this week. And I like how they both came out turned over. Okay, so right away in terms of what's going on with the masculine energy person this week, the masculine energy person is really in a bit of a rock and a hard place, so to speak. They're really trying to figure out like what can be salvaged here, what can be done with their connection that they're feeling towards their feminine energy person. So I feel like with these two coming out together, we're kind of 2 scenarios that are going on here. So again, this card came out twice as I was shuffling and I was talking about the masculine energy person, so that's why I took it. So they are trying to stay optimistic. They are trying to I feel like they're almost like at the end of their rope, so they're trying to decide, okay, am I going to put more energy in here or am I just going to let it go? Because I want to be positive about things, but like they may have a lot going on in their personal lives. There may be interference involved, I feel like for some of them, especially with the unrequited love. But they're trying to stay positive, trying to stay optimistic. So to the interference, to like what's making them kind of question their optimism and question kind of what's going on with the soulmate and the unrequited love card that came out together. So they are feeling their connection towards their feminine energy person, where they're feminine, where they're like, yes, this is my soulmate, this is someone I feel super connected to. But with the unrequited love, there's like some other energy going on. that is kind of impacting either their ability to come to their feminine or their ability to feel like their feminine would want them. So again, the bottom of the card for unrequited love says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So some of the masculine energy people do have some type of third party situation, third party romantic situation that's kind of impacting their life and is making them feel conflicted about like how can I be positive about anything going forward when I'm still kind of in a situation. For other masculine people, they're feeling like they're not in a romantic third party situation, but they may have I want to say interlopers. They may have just people intervening in their lives and just kind of trying to influence them for whatever reason to make them feel like you just need to stay on the path you're on. Maybe don't go back to your soulmate. Maybe don't go back to your feminine energy person, because it also says there's not enough love or attraction to keep the connection going. So it's like someone else is maybe saying this to the masculine energy person, like, you need to kind of move on, you need to move forward, you need to like look forward, don't look backwards. That person may not even want you anymore with the unrequited love. And so the masculine's really going to be trying to stay optimistic, positive and optimistic about their love life and about what's going on in their life in general. Well, let's start getting some cards to clarify. Like there's a lot of thinking, a lot of overthinking. I don't know if these masculines are dealing with like some type of headaches or migraines or something, because like, or just really overthinking. It's like my head just started like pounding and I've been feeling quite fine today. So I feel like some of them may be like overthinking. Again, they're trying to stay optimistic, so they're like really stressed out about this. So let's start off with this unrequited love. Okay, I got a card I flipped over, unrequited love. Okay, Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's like their wishes are not being met. They are not getting, they don't feel happy. They don't feel happy. They don't feel like their wishes can come true. That's why they don't feel optimistic. Bottom of the deck is the Moon in reverse. So yeah, some people, some masculines have people who are in a more direct kind of way, like shooting down the masculine's ideas. If the masculine is sharing ideas with like, oh, this is what I want to do, they're shooting it down. They're saying like it's not a good look, it's not something that you should go for, it's not something you should pursue. For others who are in more romantic third party situations with someone that they're not really like gung-ho about, they're just feeling like stuck. They're feeling like I'm not happy here. How do I get out of this? Ace of Wands, that's how you get out of it. But I feel like, again, Knight of Pentacles, they don't really know what to do as their next step. Even if they're in a situation where they're not feeling like they want to be with a certain person anymore that they're already in a relationship with. Yeah. So clarifying the Ace of Wands, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, another 9, the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Cups. So they don't know what to do with this. They don't know what to do with the situation they're in, where they're either getting negative feedback from people about things that they want to do or pursue, or they're just in a relationship where they don't feel like they can restart again, or they don't feel like they can effectively leave that person or leave that situation and start on a new journey. They may be some of them, because of this, may be, drinking maybe just trying to escape in other ways, because I feel like emotionally they've kind of already escaped. They've kind of already run away. They may be trying to spend more time separate from this person, if we're talking about a romantic type of relationship, or if it's just a like friend or family member who's giving their 2 cents, they may be trying to spend less time with that person. But again, it's like you're connected in some way, they're in your environment. So they're feeling stuck. Like, how do I move out of this? And again, it's like a slow process of figuring out what direction do I need to go in. The Nine of Pentacles came out again. They're really examining whatever situation they're in and trying to figure out how can I try and make happiness from where I am right now. For some of them, they know it's going to be a long journey of them kind of letting go. Queen of Swords, but they're very hesitant to make that move because they don't want to make the wrong move. And it's like, I feel like that happens to a lot of people when you start to feel dissatisfied with a situation, whether it's your job, a romantic relationship, your family, or a friendship. You may start to feel dissatisfied about it, but that feeling of hesitancy to make that final decision about like letting someone transition out of your life or something like that is very strong, because you're like, I don't want to make the wrong decision. What if they can turn it around? What if the situation turns around? So I feel like that's what some masculines are going through with this as well. So let's see how this is impacting the soulmate energy. Okay, so we do get the Page of Cups right away. So again, they're wanting to come to their feminine and express themselves a bit. But obviously they do have, and some of them may have already been, expressing themselves with this High Priestess in reverse. Some of them have been going through this realization that they do have feelings for this feminine person. So if you're watching and the person you're talking about, if you're watching and you're the more feminine energy person, I feel like your masculine person has kind of started to come to terms that they have more feelings here than they thought. It's kind of, it's left the cage. It's like no longer in their subconscious. It's coming more in a direct way to the front of their mind. And so they've been thinking about coming towards you. They don't even know what they would say exactly. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and they feel like they can't really move forward with you because, again, they have some other situation that they need to get out of first, that they need to be able to say, this is my decision, it is what it is, there's nothing left to talk about. So okay, the Ace of Swords, they really do want to say a truth to you. They really do want to say what they've been thinking, what they've been feeling, how they feel about you, their connection. So going back to the Stay Optimistic About Your Love Life card, they are trying to balance all of this energy so that they can make the decision they want. Yeah, they're trying to figure out, how do I get out of the things that I don't want to be in anymore? How do I transition forward? How do I say, I'm not going to accept you down talking my dreams. I'm not going to accept a relationship that's unrequited anymore. I'm not going to accept a job that's unrequited anymore. All of that. How am I going to toss out the things that I don't want anymore and move forward in a better way? And I feel like they're in this Five of Pentacles energy right now of feeling like they're all alone, like they're trying to figure it out, like they're not really understood right now by the people who are in their life, which is why that unrequited energy came out. So yeah, they're trying to gather their strength in order to do this. In the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Wands in reverse, so they're really trying to like get over and let these things go so that they can move forward. So we'll get one more just like action card that they're going to use with this optimism that they're going to be gaining. Action for the masculine. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords in in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, I feel like some people, some masculines may be, some masculines may be like lying to whoever they're in this unrequited situation with in order to spend more time alone. And I feel like within that alone time, they're going to be planning, and some of them even reaching out to their feminine, to say what's really going on in their life. Like, they may even say that I don't really have a plan yet. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet, but I know that I'm in transition, that I have a lot going on, and I'm trying to sort my head out about it, basically. But I feel like they're definitely going to be, like, again, trying to put more distance between them and their person they're in this unrequited situation with. Could be through lies, because they're not really liking what they're getting there. Otherwise, whether it's romantic and they're not feeling the relationship anymore, or if it's other people giving their opinions and they're not wanting to hear that anymore, like they're going to be separating themselves from that person. And again, I feel like some of them could be, even with this Knight of Swords in reverse, excuse me, trying to speak to their feminine, to be like, they may even bluntly say, like, this is what's going on, like, shit's hit the fan type of thing. But that they are working on figuring this out and getting to a place where they are just on their own, moving from this Eight of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. So that's what we got for the masculine. So I'm just going to sort these cards out. And let's see what's going on with our feminine energy for this connection. And I'll leave these here so you can just continue to see them as we talk about the feminine energy. And do in the comments, leave me comments for both, you know, what I'm picking up for the masculine energy and the feminine energy. So we have make the effort and finances and career as energy for the divine feminine energy person this week. So, okay, so the feminine may be thinking about making some big moves. It could be in relation to their finances and career. It is, you know, the end of the calendar year, maybe thinking of making some type of transition, of getting your finances in order, of saving, of buying something. But also because this is the Romance Angels card, make the effort, and it says great love is always taking the steps you are guided to take. You may have been feeling like there's certain actions you need to make towards this masculine energy over here, and you may be actually making it or just really contemplating doing so this week. And then with the finances and career card, it says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So for some of you, you could even find out that your masculine person is dealing with, you know, finance or career issues, material issues this week. But as this is more of your energy, I feel like it's more you kind of either contemplating things with your own career and your own money situation, whether it's a transition or certain other actions that you're wanting to take. So let's focus on this Make the Effort card first. Okay, so we have the Devil in reverse, and the bottom of the deck is the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, some of you have had major, like, fear or hesitancy to make an effort towards this masculine energy. And I feel like this week you may be getting over that. And especially since the King of Swords came out in reverse, and now we have the Lover's card, you may have been like overthinking it, or you may have even been like playing out scenarios in your head. Like, if I message them, or if I ring them, they're going to not answer, or they're going to answer, and then like playing out the scenario a lot in your head. And I feel like some of you may be getting over that this week, especially if you've been feeling guided to do certain things in regards to them. Again, we have the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck in reverse with the Lover's card. You've been weighing this decision out. So what is this about? Queen of Wands in reverse. Some of you are really doubting the connection with this masculine energy person, that it would be successful, or at all that it exists, I feel. And so that's why you've been hesitant to do anything. That's why you've been... And when I say hesitant to do anything, it's not that everyone needs to make a move towards their masculine person, but if you've been feeling guided to make a move and you have not been doing it, then this is probably for you. Knight of Swords. Okay, so you may be, some of you may be thinking of or actually messaging your masculine this week sometime, and you're doing it now because you've kind of gone through the process of doubting yourself, of being unsure. You may have even asked for signs, received signs, and then still not done it. But it's like, for those of you who've been guided to make certain actions towards your masculine in particular, I feel like you're going to kind of get out of your own head regarding not being sure if a sign was really a sign, or if that song you heard was really the, like, okay, go do it. I feel like you're going to be getting out of that. And the bottom of the deck for that Knight of Swords is the Temperance card. So I feel like you're going to be coming to your... Some of you may be going to your masculine, asking them, you know, what's been going on, why things have been out of balance, like what's really been happening. Some of you may have a lot of questions to ask and like almost interrogate them with the Knight of Swords like this, looking for answers. King of Swords again, looking for answers, because you're vibrating from that place of honesty and truth, because you're the Nine of Pentacles. You're taking care of yourself, and you're wanting to know what's really going on here, right? Now, with the finances and career, like I said, some of you could be hearing, maybe, like I said at the beginning, some of you could be hearing some news regarding your masculine, and maybe something going on with their finances and career. So let's see what this is about. Some of you may be wanting to focus more on your finances and career. Five of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Some of you, may be trying to manifest more money, wanting to focus on, you know, getting a raise, getting more money. Like if you're a business owner, or you work on commissions or something like that, just getting more abundance in your life. And if you are focusing on that, realize even though you've had some recent disappointments, you still have all of the tools that you need in order to manifest more money. Three of Pentacles, you may need to rely on your network to do so. You may build with others, maybe a business partner, maybe a mentor, who can help you kind of get out of your own rut with this Eight of Swords. So how is this connected? Because I feel like this finances and career is definitely about the, part of this is about the feminine within yourself in terms of your own financial situation. But let's see how this is related to the masculine energy. Okay. Two of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. So like I said, your masculine energy person, for some of you, is working on their finances and career, and that's needed to be more balanced, or they're kind of on that journey of getting that balance so that they can really have things be more solidified between the two of you. So with the King of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, it's like both of you may be working on this in some way. In addition to whatever the masculine is working on regarding the unrequited love, they're also working on their own career situation, their own material abundance in life. And it's like you both are moving towards being in this King of Pentacles energy. And I feel like it's the masculine maybe not putting pressure on themselves, but just may want to feel, they just feel more secure having more abundance, if that makes sense. And so that's something that they're wanting to be able to come to you in their highest ability to manifest in the material world. Ten of Cups, yeah, it's like that's going to help ensure that the connection and you both individually are feeling like happy and secure. Six of Swords, so this may involve either you or your masculine really changing their scenario, changing their environment, and going somewhere else where they can manifest more. Like I already mentioned, from the masculine reading, with the unrequited love, they're looking to kind of move away from that situation. So for some of them, that could involve them moving closer to you or just to a different place than where they currently are. And it could be the same situation for you where something kind of reconnects you guys involving travel, whether you're traveling to see one another or just traveling for work, and then lo and behold, hey, we're in the same situation, we're in the same city. Yeah, and you guys are going to have success from this with the Eight of Cups. So yeah, there can definitely be some feminines who are, you know, going through your own transition materially, and it's going to involve some type of movement. Again, whether it's changing like just to another city in the same state, to a different state, a different country, there's going to be some type of movement involved, or some change involved regarding your work. So let's get a card, an action card for you for this week for the feminine energy. Okay, we got two cards, so I'm just going to shuffle this one more time. One card, feminine energy, action. Thank you. Okay, King of Cups in reverse. So I feel like your action is going to be inaction this week with this coming out in reverse, feminine people. I think that with this and the Nine of Swords, you may be continuing to be in your mind about a certain situation. So some of you may not decide to like make the effort if you've been feeling guided to do so this week. Others of you will, but I feel like there's going to be some level of not feeling like you can balance everything. So it's either something's going to be happening that may make you feel a little bit emotionally tired or drained, or just like your emotions are high, and that may impact how you're feeling in terms of confidence of making other moves in your life. So I feel like with that, you should just remember to be kind to yourself, to take time for your own R&R, and like feed your soul, and like, you know, care for yourself, so that you don't feel drained, so that you don't feel like your emotions are everywhere. Also, so that you don't feel like you're alone in any type of, you know, emotionally trying situation, or any situation, because with the King of Cups, you may also be feeling like emotionally isolated. So just be kind to yourself with the words you're using, with your vibration and all of that this week, feminine energy. So that is the reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, Video readings are currently only on my website. Those are turned around in basically 1 to 2 days. Same day readings through Etsy message are available on my Etsy shop, and those are same day readings. And yeah, I'm going to be continuing to do more readings here. Follow me on Instagram, and we're into the second week of December. It's going by fast. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.